Alright, so, Ultima Weapon. I'm going to do a quick overview run through on how to get it. You cannot complete this until you have the Invincible, which you see above me. And to get going, we need to talk to a Moogle. So right here, and what we need to do is change our formation. So Ingus is the leader of the party. I'm going to talk to the Moog here, and you'll get a message from Sarah. So we're going to read through these, and then another one. Yeah, we can read through it and back, and then another one talking about the castle. Alright, we're going to go back, and then we're getting another one right here talking about her pendant broke. So that's what we're looking for. So once we're done with that, we're going to change party. So throwing is back and set Raphia, excuse me, to the lead, and we're going to get a message from Taka. So we'll read this one, and then we'll read the next one, and then we'll read the next one, talking about getting old. And then we want to read about the legendary smith right here. This is what you're looking for. And there will be one more looking or talking about the Orichalcum. And that is our start. So if you haven't been keeping up with MoogNet stuff, like I haven't, that's how you get started with those. So what we need to do is head back out, and we need to go to Sassanay Castle right here. And I was just over at Kazis. Doesn't matter where you talk to the Moogle at. So Castle Sassanay, and we want to go to the Eastern Tower. And run all the way to the top, where we will see Sarah. And so she'll tell us about her ingot. It's important. Anybody we know that can fix it. And so we'll get the pendant here. Obtain the pendant. And now we leave. And now we gotta head on over back to where I started at Kazis. And we need to go talk to the blacksmith. So Taka here, the blacksmith. So talking about a princess of Castle Sassanay. Broken pendant. So he's gonna say it's nothing that he can do beyond his ability. And so now we need to go find the legendary blacksmith that was listed in the MoogNet letter. So now we need to leave the floating continent here, where we're at. And we need to go up to the complex on the western island here for Saronia. And the blacksmith is located in northwestern Saronia. Okay, so it's northeast and northwest complex. And so you can see on the little image to the right of the screen, that's what the blacksmith looks like. And here she is, just up off to the right. So we're gonna talk to her. a favor. Can you fix the pendant? And for fixing the pendant here, she is going to ask to find the orichalcum. So we got the pendant. Yep. So I'm kind of skipping through the dialogue here, but as I mentioned, she's just asking you about it and ask if you'll find it for her. So now we're gonna leave. And we're gonna head back now to the floating continent to give the pendant back to Sarah. And we'll hand over her pendant. Okay. So for the next part here, we need to head to Canaan, where Sid resides. And here. And to Canaan. And first, while we have Lunith at the party head, talk to the Moogle. Get a new letter for Sid. Something's in the basement. It's gonna talk about the missus freaking about something in the basement. So now we're gonna head up to Sid's house. Back west side. I'm gonna talk to Sid here. And it's gonna talk about the something setting up stock in the basement, like us to deal with it. So we're gonna head down. And just back in the corner here, and you'll see this beam called the Aeon that we're going to fight. And just gonna do a quick run here. And all done. So at this point, you know, near the end of the game, it's not a terribly tough fight. And there is the orichalcum. So they're not going to know what it is. You're going to receive it as a unknown metal. So back up the stairs. And we talk to Sid. Gonna let him know basement's pet free. Pest free, not pet free. And he's gonna notice the metal and say, yes, it is the orichalcum. Then mention only certain special smiths can use it. And that you already know someone who can. So now we're gonna head back out to the ship. We need to leave the floating continent and head to Felgabard on the western continent. So from Saronia, gonna head west here a little bit through this mountain pass. Use the invincible to jump the small cliffs. Another jump. And right here, Valgabard, the city of the Dark Knights. And we will find the blacksmith. Oh, right here. Right up to the right. And we'll talk to her again. And she'll say it's unmistakable. That's what she's looking for. You'll hand it over. And then it's a small black screen here. And then she'll hand over Ultima Weapon. Easy peasy, right? And then she'll mention she's going to continue her travels. So now we're going to go equipped. Refia is my only one that can use it. Down here, Ultima Weapon. Attack of 155, the ultimate weapon. So from here, as the title says, other job exclusives, after completing the ultimate weapon, for getting any job to level 99, you can go back to find the legendary smith, and she randomly moves between about 7 or 8 different places around the whole game to find, and she will give you a specific item, generally a weapon. For some jobs it's an armor for having that job at level 99, and so we will show that just shortly here, since I have 2 dragoons, a sage, and a dark knight. One thing to note is you only get one of each item since they're unique. So me having these 2 dragoons, she'll only give me one of the dragoon item, not 2. So the best way to actually find her is going between Geishel and the healing copes. So let's have it over there. So of course Geishel's on the floating continent over here on the right side, right here. So here's Geishel. So anytime you sort of enter and leave a location, the smith will move, and Geishel, she can be up here just to the right over the bridge in the chocobo barn, and there she is. So we're going to talk to her. See, we mastered Dragoon. Gonna give the Dragoon card and obtain the magic lance, and then she's gonna leave. So let's go over here. Our magic lance, attack of 145, and that's our special Dragoon item. So then we're gonna leave, head back to the ship. And it's faster if you use the Nautilus, super fast, but I'm already in here, so I'm gonna head right over just west to this little patch of forest where the healing copse is. And she can be found here, excuse me, not that I've seen her here before, so we're just gonna leave. Head back to Geishel. Back in. And check the stable, and there she is. So see, she has the Dark Knight mastered, gonna give us the Mirakumo. So we'll look at that. So that's the Dark Knight special, effective against divided enemies, but I'm not going to do that because I have these two other excellent weapons. So I got one more with the Sage that I have right now. So we're going to rinse and repeat. Alright, so here you see that she showed up in the healing copes and did not show up in Geishel, so she won't always show up. And so Master Sage and the Sage Staff. So the Sage and Sage Staff. So as I said, she won't always show up. Sometimes you have to go back and forth, you know, 1, 2. I think the most I've had 2 is maybe 3 before she showed up in Geishel. You just do that with your level 99 jobs, and they have to be the current job on your party right here, and you'll get the item. And that's it. Thanks for watching.